Video, as usual. And I'm finna get into this video. Now, I told y'all, I'm doing a different type of video. I told you. This segment is gonna be called Versus Battles. Now, you know how they doing it for all the singers and the rappers and stuff to, you know, see who got more and more, you know. But I'm finna put a little twist. Put a little twist in it, a little old twist. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it for the NBA edition. I'm doing NBA edition. I might do just NBA and football. I don't know what I watch. I don't know what y'all be watching. I don't know what you watch, but I'll watch NBA and football. But you know, the rules gonna be simple. I'm gonna have categories for all of it. I'm doing players. I'm doing players, and I'm doing teams from all across history. And I might put two players together and put them in a versus battle. Y'all think I should do coaches? Coaches be balling too. Coaches put in work. Coaches be putting in work. You think coaches be putting in? I think they put in work. They be telling them to go here, go there, go here, go there. They be putting in work. I might do coaches. There's been some good coaches all around. I think this gonna be real fun. You know, it's a whole lot of players throughout history, bro, that's been good. And you know, I might transfer over to football too. You never know. It's been good football players all through. But anyway, we finna go and get into this video. Wait a minute. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I would tell y'all to share, just in case somebody need to hear something like this, but y'all don't need to hear nothing about no NBA or no NFL, unless y'all want to. We're gonna get into it. Yes, sir, we're gonna get into it. Let's get to battling. Now, in today's battle, we got 2013 Paul George versus 2006 DWADE. Now, I got like a few categories. I'm gonna go down the list. You know, I've watched 13 Paul George. I watched 2006 DWADE. You know, both of them was dogs back in them times. Y'all know Paul George was. No, DWADE was going in there, doing all the stuffs. He was in there shaking it, going through that like that. But anyway, first off, we're gonna start with style of scoring. I'm gonna start off with Paul George. 2013. Hold on, did I say 2013 Paul? I mean 14 or something. Yeah, 13. 2013 Paul George. We all know that one. Before he had messed this up, he had messed that up right there. You know what I'm saying? That had messed him up a little bit. But anyway, this was back when he was number 24, straight balling. I don't know what Paul George we watching right now. What we was watching. Paul George, you still a dog, bro. You still a dog. You still be out there balling. You still be balling. Don't let these people get to you like that. All that pandemic peace stuff y'all be talking about, leave that man alone. He'll still drop you off. You, when you watching this video, he will drop you off. Now, let me stop playing with y'all. 2013 Paul George. That man was. Listen, he was a dog, bro. Paul George, when he was number 24 for the Pacers, that man was gone. Now, if I could choose, I'd go with 2013 Paul George. I would go with 2013 Paul George for the best style of offense. I would. Cause let me tell you something. Don't get me wrong. DWADE was a problem on offense back then, 2006. And I do find that crazy that DWADE never won an MVP.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
I find that crazy because I'm pretty sure DWADE was the best in the league at one point in time and he never got an MVP. I don't get that. I really don't. Paul George don't either, but you know LeBron was eating up back in 13 and all that. LeBron was eating up. He was going off. That man, you couldn't stop him. I feel like Paul, I feel like Paul George, you couldn't really let up. You couldn't let up on Paul George in 2013 Paul George. You could not let up on him. Because if you did, he was going to fade away. And he was going to fade away from it. Everywhere. And Paul George, he got it to where he could, like, you never knew where he was going to go. He could, like, he may go back to the 3-point, or he may get up and boom on you. He may get up and boom on you, for real. Like, I promise you, he will get up on you. And it ain't nice. It's not nice. It ain't nice. Y'all saw what Paul George was doing. Y'all saw what he was doing. I know y'all saw what he was doing to Miami. Even though they lost, even though Paul George and them lost, y'all saw what he was doing to Miami. How he dunked on Birdman. How he had. Y'all saw him. Bro, this man shut down the whole court just to have a half-court competition. Then that's it. Listen, stop. I got this. Shut down the whole court. He said. And then he. And I think they was down or something. I don't know. I think they was down 2 or 1, or they was up a few. But that was crazy. You couldn't tell him nothing. Then I think he was slam dunk champion or something. I think it was that year. He was slam dunk champ with John Wall. Paul George had 1 year, bro. The one thing that set D-Wade back is that he didn't have the 3. He didn't have the 3 ball like Paul George had. But I do have to say, I will watch out for D-Wade coming in the paint before I watch out for Paul George. I will watch out for D-Wade. Y'all know what D-Wade, and in 2006, I'll be watching out. I'll watch out for that. Now you see D-Wade coming. Y'all see D-Wade coming, dude. I got the secret. Y'all see. Well, I ain't got no secret because he retired right now. I'm going to say back in 2006, if y'all would have saw D-Wade coming, this all you got to do. Listen, you see him running, right? You see him coming up. This all you got to do. Just go on by and let him score. Listen, it ain't that serious. You want to get dunked on? Listen, let D-Wade, he gon' dunk either way. Whether you down there or what, he was gonna dunk. I promise he was gonna do it. And it wasn't gonna be nice. It was not gonna be nice for nobody. But yeah, that's all I got to say on that part. That's all I got to say on that. Paul George got 1. He got 1 for the style of scoring. Now we're gonna go to the next category. Now the next category, defense. Now, in terms of defense, I would give that to D-Wade. I give defense to 2006 D-Wade. Because D-Wade was, first off, D-Wade he's somewhere up there with the shooting guard for the most blocks or something. He got to. Y'all know D-Wade. Wasn't nobody scoring on D-Wade. I say that D-Wade had the defense. He had the defense. He can go toe-to-toe with anybody. He can go to, bruh, I'm telling you, he can go toe-to-toe with. I think he could lock up Klay Thompson. He probably could lock up Klay Thompson. Shut up. I know you talking. It's my video. I say what I want to. I feel like he can lock up Klay Thompson. I feel like he can lock up Klay Thompson. You just sit there and listen. Why? Sit there and listen. But yeah, D-Wade, he never really had much of a problem to shut down people. Never did. I ain't taking nothing away from Paul George. Paul George could take somebody. He could, but 2013, he really didn't have that much of a presence. He couldn't hold. I don't think he could have stopped him. He can't stop Bron. Nobody could anyway. D-Wade probably would have gave him a good old run for him. D-Wade probably work him out a little bit. I feel like D-Wade probably work him out. Take him right here, and then he take him right there. And then just because D-Wade don't have the 3, he could still pull up in the jump. He still could pull up mid-range. Like he did against Spurs. Like when he did against the Spurs, like, bruh, I think all that was the, bruh. I'm thinking about that, bro. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about 2006. But then D-Wade was real clutch in 2006, bro. He was real. Y'all saw the shots. But I ain't talking about that. We on defense. I don't know why I'm going all through all that now. Y'all gotta stop me when I get all off topic. Stop me.
Somebody stop me.
You know? Hey. I give defense to Paul George. Did I say? I meant D-Wade, y'all. I meant D-Wade. Y'all bear with me. But D-Wade, 2006 D-Wade, he's taking it in defense. But that's all on that, and we're gonna move on to the next subject. All right, next category: clutch performances. Clutch performances. And y'all already know where I'm going with that. Y'all already know. We're gonna go ahead and slide D-Wade way. D-Wade is 2006 D-Wade was more clutch. First off, D-Wade was clutch every year. Y'all see Paul George put up a few shots, but D-Wade came through with that bucket anytime you needed to. And you know, he always came through with it. He came anytime Miami needed him, he'd pull up a shot and it's gold, money. He wasn't missing. He was not missing, especially when they needed him. In 2006, D-Wade was a dog. D-Wade was a real dog. I'm giving clutch performances to D-Wade. And that's not really all for discussion. No Bron, yeah, Shaq, but Shaq wasn't really, well, Shaq didn't have that effect Bron had when he, you know what I'm saying? Well, y'all stop. I'm playing too much. Let's get a little serious about this. I think that was in 2006. D-Wade pulled up that shot. He was running down. He hit a runner and clocked it in. I think that was 2006. Probably should have looked into it. And yeah. Quick little note. All of this is in my opinion. This is my opinion. You may think Paul George is more clutch, but I'm giving it from my point of view. This is my versus. This is my versus battle. This is my battle. I say what I want. Now let's get on with it. And that was and I count in another factor that I count that he wasn't all that. He was real clutch is the fact that he didn't have a 3-point. He didn't even have a 3-point shot. D-Wade didn't even have a good 3-point shot to rely on that much. You know, he'll pull one up from time to time. But he ain't have it like how Paul George had in 2013. 24 Paul George. He ain't have it like that. Y'all know what I said. Paul George stopped the whole off. He stopped the whole court. Man, stopped the whole court just to hit a 3. He better be glad he did, boy. I'm telling you, if I was a coach, bro, he better be glad he made it. He better be real glad he made that. He better be real glad, boy. My face would have been the same color as this bandana right here. I would have been looking at him like, I ain't gonna lie, I would have been looking at the players too. Why y'all just let that man pull up like that and he done miss? And he gonna walk up to him and get the ball. Damn. Ain't in no position to make no shot like that. Ain't no position to take no shot like that. But anyway, get back into it. That's all on that right there. Now we finna move on into the prime subject Now this is the main subject of this whole video. It's called highlight for highlight. Highlight for highlight. You know, we're gonna have highlights from Paul George in 13 and highlights from 06 Wade. Now, y'all already know when it comes to the highlights, it's Paul George. It's Paul George. Back then, Paul George highlights, bro, it's no question. It's no question. Y'all know what Paul George was doing back then. Then he was slam dunk contest winner. Even that shot I told y'all about when he stopped the whole court just to hit the shot, bro. Then he doing 360 windmills in game. Doing 360 windmills in game. Bro, Paul George, and then when he dunked on Birdman, he kind of dunked. I think, bruh. Then he kind of dunked on LeBron. He kind of dunked on LeBron. Anyway. But yeah. With highlights, I'm going 2013 Paul George all the way. He was flashy. He had that finesse in his game, bro. Had the dribble move. He would pull up a fade, 2-point fade away. He would pull up a 3-point fade away. Like, he was one of the people that brought that in too. That was doing the fadeaways from 3, doing the step back from the 3, bro. Like 2013 Paul George, he was doing the Timo Cruz. You know how Timo Cruz and Coach Carter, man, just going on the fast break and just stop. Nigga said he made it though. You can't take that from him if he make it, but you ain't gonna do that. Y'all ain't gonna do it, bro. Bro, if I was coaching, I wish one of my players would just pull up a 3 from. I wish one of my players would. If you ain't no Stojakovic, I don't need you shooting no 3 ball. If you not Stojakovic, don't. First of all, get off the 3-point line. If you ain't Stojakovic, Reggie Miller, Curry, if you not none of them, get up off the 3-point line at first. I don't want you shooting 3. Unless you got something. Unless you keep that elbow tucked in, keep the elbow tucked in like they always told you. That y'all don't do. Some of y'all be shooting like this. Some of y'all just be out there. You need a whooping shooting like that for one. You need a real whooping for shooting like that. But anyway, we're gonna go back to the highlights again. Don't get me wrong. DWADE, he had the aggressiveness to get any highlight he wanted. But when I'm talking highlights, I'm talking something you gonna remember, something you gonna, like, when you think of that player, that's the first thing that comes. And I feel like Paul George had that. I don't care if you disagree. I don't care if you disagree. This is my video. But that's gonna wrap that versus battle up right there. It's something light for the first one. Okay. It's something light. There's plenty more on the way. Matter of fact, I might turn this into the main thing on the channel. Y'all still gonna get real talks, but I'm gonna do this. But anyway, that was kind of like a tie. So anytime we have like a tie, I'm just gonna choose the player that I like the best. 13 George and 2006 DWADE. And I said all this, but this is actually hard to pick between Wade and Paul George. This is actually hard to choose between. I got my answer. If I could choose between them, I'd probably choose 06 Wade. If But I'm only choosing him for the throwback because that's a throwback. That's a real throwback. That's a throwback player. He's a throwback diamond card, my guy. He's straight from my team. But anyway, yeah, I picked 06 Wade. You know, I got him on that. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. I know most of y'all don't because y'all don't agree. But I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy that you think I did. But I don't. I never will. Never, ever. Ever, never. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's me. And I'm out.